So I have to start this video by telling you guys, I'm pretty sure somebody recognized me yesterday. Like somebody who, I don't know, recognized me from YouTube when I was out in public. It's super weird because I only have 50 subscribers, but listen, I was getting my haircut, so I'm sitting in the chair. This young lady walks by who I think worked there. She deliberately made eye contact with me, and she goes, "Vroom!" And then she smiles, and then she walks away. And I had no idea how to respond. I'm pretty sure I just kind of froze or like smiled and went like, it was the super unexpected interaction. I had no idea how to handle it. So if you're watching, young lady who said vroom to me at the hair salon, I'm sorry. I did not know what to do. But if you see me again, say vroom again. And hopefully by then I will have some sort of good, comeback to that. Or anybody. If you see me, go ahead and say vroom. And I'll know that you're a member of the 164.
Ladies and gentlemen,
Dan Elliott.
yeah, it's WRECKS.
Yay!
Oh yeah.
Vroom! What's going to be really embarrassing is if it was somebody that I know and I didn't recognize them, and now I feel embarrassed for not recognizing them and for bragging that somebody recognized me from YouTube, but hopefully that isn't the situation. Anyways, welcome to Race 164, the show where we race toy cars and pretend like it's a big deal. I'm your host, Dan Elliott, and tonight we are finishing off the elimination rounds for Group 6 and Group 7. I feel kind of bad for this episode already, having to follow the one with me and my sister here. So if it seems a little low-key compared to that one, well, you know why. It's just me again. Alone again, naturally. So let's kick things off. Our first matchup of Group 6. It's Josh Graber versus Emil Krupke. All right, let's see if Josh Graber can control things a little better than last time when he just went doodle bopping all over the track. Almost had to get him to submit a specimen for evaluation. But anyways, he's in the far lane. Emil Krupke is taking the near lane. Let's go. 3, 2, 1, go. Oh, much better race this time for Mr. Josh Graber, showing some of that speed and poise that he had last year when he was one of the fastest qualifiers. So he's going to move on to face Jessica Wigney in round number 2. Emil Krupke, we will see him on Last Chance Derby Day. All right, our next matchup, it's Ernie Thiessen versus Justin Roberts. Okay, Ernie got the higher roll. He's taking the far lane. Justin takes the near lane in the Dodge Viper SRT 10. Let's count it down. 3, 2, 1, go. Justin out to the early lead. Ooh, I think maybe he's got that Viper just dialed in. That was a good looking race from Mr. Roberts. Ernie, we'll see you at the Last Chance Derby. Justin is moving on to, looks like a rematch against Austin Haverda. All right, it's a 57 Bel Air versus a 67 Mustang. Jessica Wigney in the far lane. Josh Graber in the near lane. 3, 2, 1, go. Oh, Josh Graber takes this one as well. A nice clean run from both cars, really. That Mustang is just looking real fast. Jessica, good job. We're going to see you later at the Last Chance Derby. Our next race, it's the rematch. Justin Roberts versus Austin Haverda. I'm going to record the dice roll this time just so neither of them can accuse me of any kind of foul play. All right, that's a 1 for Austin. And a 3. Justin takes the far lane. Okay, Justin Roberts, Dodge Viper in the far lane. Rookie Austin Haverda in the Toyota Supra in the near lane. Count it down. 3, 2, 1, go. Oh, Justin. Oh, my goodness. Justin had the lead by a nose. And then we had some aggressive maneuvers there to secure the block. And Austin Haverda takes the win. All right, let's take a look at this replay. Justin gets off to a better start, but he hits the wall and bounces into Austin. Austin saves it and blocks Justin on the opposite side before accelerating to the victory. That is some sensational driving from the rookie. He's going to move on to face Josh Graber in the semifinals. And veteran Justin Roberts is heading to the Last Chance Derby. Maybe I'll explain a little more about what that is, because Katie was here when I introduced it, and it was kind of hard to explain it. So what we're going to do is, to eliminate cars faster, I'm going to put 4 on the track at a time in 2 rows of 2. Lane assignments are going to be totally random. If you wind up in the back row, I'm sorry. It's just going to be harder for you. That's how it is. And then we're going to eliminate 3 cars per race down to just 1. And that one driver who wins the final race will take the final spot in the top 16. So that's what the Last Chance Derby is that you've heard me alluding to for a while now. But let's get back to the live action where Josh Graber is getting ready to take on rookie Austin Haverda. All right, it's the semifinal. Josh Graber in the 67 Mustang versus Austin the Fun Haverda in the 2020 Toyota Supra. Let's go. 3, 2, 1, go. Ooh, a good start for the Mustang. Oh, they spin out. Can Josh finish? Can he do it in reverse? He does. Oh, my goodness. Oh, we're going to have to take a look at that replay for sure. Austin is spun out way back here on the track. His sensational rookie run might be at its end. We'll see what he can do at the Last Chance Derby. But for now, let's just look at that replay. Josh gets a better start in the Mustang, but Austin is catching up quick. Josh decides to just slam him into the wall, and in doing so, spins himself out, and then manages to keep just enough momentum to keep rolling in reverse all the way to the finish line. Wow, that really took forever in slow motion. Was that really necessary? Well, Josh got off to a better start, but then he lost control similarly to what he did in his opening race this year. It ended up being Austin who paid the price. Josh rammed him into the wall. They both spun out. Josh managed to get it into reverse and coast across the finish line. So he's moving on to the final. The final of Group 6 is Josh Graber against Wally Whitmill. Yet another Camaro versus Mustang battle. Just seems to keep happening. Okay, the Group 6 final. Wally Whitmill has got the far lane. Josh Graber has got the near lane. And I'm just noticing that the racing stripes on Josh Graber's car are not in the center of his car. So yeah, that's only just a little bit infuriating. But here we go. 3, 2, 1, go. Oh boy. That was a pretty big gap for a final. Josh Graber takes the win, and he punches his ticket to his second consecutive top 16. Well done, Josh. After the shaky start, I'll say bit of a controversial win there over Austin, but you crossed the finish line first, and that's all that matters. Wally Whitmill, you made it to the final race, but now, I'm sorry, you're just heading down to the Last Chance Derby with your son, Dale, who's been there waiting for you. That means 14 of the top 16 spots are spoken for. We will assign one more tonight. Will it be James Collins, Ab White, Jared Broughton, Cameron Slater, Jared Ayton, Wes Perry, or Calvin Nicholson? Are we gonna find out? Okay, the first race of Group 7, it's Wes Perry of Wes Perry Photography in the far lane. His father-in-law, Calvin Nicholson, in the near lane. In the Pikes Peak Toyota Tacoma. Lost a nail-biter in the opening rounds. Let's see if he can get a win from his son-in-law. Here and now. 3, 2, 1, go. Tacoma gets a good start and puts a gap on the Audi R8. Calvin Nicholson is moving on to the next round. Wes Perry is going to the Derby. Okay, our next matchup is Jared Ayton in the old Ford delivery truck versus Cameron Slater in the new Ford Raptor. He's stuck in this near lane again. We'll see if he can get a better start out of it this time around. 3, 2, 1, go! Ooh, slow start for the Raptor again, and he can't make up the difference. Cameron, I'm sorry. It's just got tires that are just so big. Maybe next year we'll have to find you something that can get a better start. This thing's fast. Once it's on the wide track, just struggles there at that start. But you never know. Hey, with these tires, you might just run over everybody in the last chance derby. Actually, now that I say that, I'm pretty sure Cameron Slater actually did win a real demolition derby one time. I'm going to have to verify that, but I'm pretty sure it's true. The winner, Jared Ayton. Way to go, buddy. I think that's your first Father's Day Showdown win. So you're moving on to face, wow, the other Jared. We've got Jared versus Jared and Tacoma versus Tacoma. It's just weird how these things happen. All right, it's Ab White in the 2020 Toyota Tacoma in the far lane. Calvin Nicholson in the Pikes Peak Toyota Tacoma in the near lane. 3, 2, 1, go. Oh boy, Calvin spins out Ab, but Ab kept it close in reverse. That was some race, you guys. Ab, we'll see you in the last chance derby. Uncle Cal, you are moving on to the semifinal. Looking at the replay, it's tough to tell just who initiated contact. It looked like maybe they were both moving towards each other. But anyways, Ab spins into reverse and can't quite hold on for the win. Man, I don't know, watching that replay, it looks like Calvin saw the blue truck getting ahead of him and initiated the contact there, but hey, no rules are no rules. You cross the finish line first, so a win is a win. Okay, quarterfinal number 2. Jared Ayton in the far lane. Jared Broughton in the near lane. Jared versus J-Rod. Let's do this. 3, 2, 1, go. Oh, the Ford spins out, puts it in reverse. But it's not enough. The Koenigsegg takes the win. Jared Broughton is moving on. Jared Ayton going to the Derby. Jared Broughton, you're moving on to the semi-final for group number 7, and it's a rematch from the closest race we have ever had on the channel, Calvin versus Jared. All right, the group 7 semi-final. Calvin Nicholson in the far lane, Jared Broughton in the near lane. 3, 2, 1, go. Oh, the Koenigsegg spins out. Calvin Nicholson takes the win. Boy, he might just be out here taking people out to get these names. We're going to have to take a look at the replay. But hey, a win is a win. Calvin Nicholson is moving on to tonight's final against James Collins. Couple legit race cars right there. But yeah, let's go take a look at that replay real quick. All right, let's see if we can find out what happened. Is Calvin up to his old tricks? I don't know. Let's watch it again. Keep your eye on the front of the white. Freeze it. Oh, there's space there. He didn't touch him. Jared just spun out. Well, what do you know? Calvin didn't even touch him. Jared just tried to block a little too aggressive. Ended up spinning himself out. Sorry, Jared. You're heading for the Derby. Made it to the Cat sign. We're not really sponsored by Cat. Or Tiger Cat. Or DC. Or Matchbox. Or Hot Wheels. I just thought they would look good. Should probably get some more billboards from other companies that I don't have permission to use their logos. All right, here we go. A trip to the top 16 on the line. James Collins in the Dodge Viper versus Calvin Nicholson in the Pikes Peak Tacoma. Let's do this. 3, 2, 1, go. Oh, the Tacoma takes the win. A forceful block. Didn't spin out the other guy. Let's be clear on that. James Collins put up a good fight. He's going to have to settle for a trip to the last chance derby. But Calvin Nicholson, Uncle Cal, from the bottom to the top. You are going to the top 16. I think, oh hey, that means Andrew Nicholson and Calvin Nicholson are, I'm pretty sure, the only father-son duo to make it to the top 16. That's super cool. There is another Nicholson, also named Andrew. Not related, at least not closely related. They're probably related somewhere, I guess, right? All right, that means 15 of our top 16 spots are spoken for. And hey, tonight, Calvin Nicholson and Josh Graber both took the victories after losing their very first race last week in the opening round. That is something. That is getting your act together, you know, tuning it up, just getting her dialed in for the racing. So it's Calvin Nicholson, Josh Graber, Andrew Nicholson, Vance Henson, Guillaume Williams, Dave Carpenter, Jesse Graber, Nate Tullock, Kyle Slater, Seth Whitley, Don Elliott, Andrew Nicholson, Laura Elliott, Graham Goche, and Sam Elliott. It's a good squad. And here are some of the cars. It's really a long line. It's actually hard to get them all to fit. Some of them are over here. Of everyone who's going to be competing in the Last Chance Derby, which now looks like a really bad idea. But I'm sort of committed to it, so I'll figure it out. But for now, I'm going to end off this video there. So good job, Josh. Good job, Uncle Cal. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to hit the like button before you go, and I will see you next time. Vroom!